much higher up the tree than teen dealers Alfie and Liam, and operating out of the comfort of his family home, is worldly wise West Midlands cocaine supplier Grant, who knows this business only too well.
A lot of people don't start this game and say, I want to be a drug dealer. They start this game and they say, do you know what, I can see a quick few quid there. That might just get me the van rental company I want, or the little pizza shop on the corner. They tell themselves they're going to use it as a stepping stone. All of a sudden they realise the pizza shop they wanted won't bring them anywhere near as much money as the 2 kilo a week they're selling. When I was a lot younger, I tried the 9 to 5. I worked really hard. You know, I'd done 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. And my workmates knew that I knew certain people, so they'd ask me on a Friday, can you get me a couple of gram? Can you get me an eighth? Can you get me a quarter? I was fastly earning more money on a Friday night after work than I was for working 60 hours a week. What started as a ½ ounce a week quickly became ½ a kilo. It spiraled out of control. How can we make more money? How can we make more money?
For the new generation of part-time dealers, they don't see this as something that defines their future. It's a temporary scheme, and they make sure they're covering their tracks so they can drop it whenever they want.
Well, with Snapchat, the messages aren't saved, so the police can't look at it. So if we're more comfortable using it, we can take a picture of what we have, send it.
Yeah, and it's not saved, so there's no trace really. Obviously, Snapchat will have some records, but if feds go check your phone, they're not going to find it saved in your history, yeah.
Typically, the more established dealers would use WhatsApp or normal texting. And for people our age, dealing, distributing drugs, I would certainly say that Snapchat is the way they would do it. It's ideal, really.
Anyone looks through your phone, tries looking through your history, it's not there.
The profile of cocaine dealers is changing. In the past, cocaine dealers used to be heavy-duty gangsters. Now it could be your next-door neighbour. It could be absolutely anybody that knows about Bitcoin, Tor, encryption.
No one's ever been hurt off what we've done. We've never hurt anyone or ourselves.
Have you ever broken any other law except the distribution and possession of drugs? Like stolen anything from a shop? Because I haven't.
No.
Nah. Maybe parked in the yellow line. Like,
I had to do that one time.
Oh shit!
I did do that.
Fuck.
Worlds apart from the sixth form social media dealers is Grant. Grant is part of the traditional drugs network, which he was brought into 20 years ago by his mentor, Sean.
We've helped each other out on numerous occasions. In many different ways, business, family issues, you know, financial problems, babysitting, you know, we're there for each other, always.
While Grant and Sean have bonded over the years through their work in the drugs trade, their paths into the industry were quite different.
Myself, I grew up in Dublin, right? There was a heroin epidemic in Dublin when I was a child growing. I was 11 years old, the first time I ever took heroin.
As a child, Sean's only way of funding his drug habit was through robberies.
When I was 16, I was earning 100 grand off a job. And then from the armed robberies, I was buying heroin, and then I became a major dealer in Dublin. But there's more money in cocaine than there is in heroin. When you're dealing with heroin, you're dealing with bottom feeders. With cocaine, you're dealing with a different clientele. And if you use your head, and if you're good to people, and not greedy, and not selfish, and not a bully, you'll be successful, very successful.
Two weeks ago, at one of the UK's largest wastewater plants, Dr. Leon Barron took a sample of London's sewage water to test for traces of cocaine. Today, he's at his laboratory analysing that sample.
So here's my wastewater sample. I'm going to extract out the cocaine using this apparatus here.
Dr. Barron is testing the sample with a technique called liquid chromatography mass spectrometry. This is used by forensic scientists all over the world to confirm the presence of many different types of illegal drugs.
So here we go, here's our result. Here we can see A peak for cocaine in London's wastewater, even on this Monday in early January 2018. We've got traces of both cocaine and its primary metabolite, benzoylecgonine, which tells me that cocaine has been through a body and has come out the other end.
This spike represents the highest possible proof that cocaine is present in our wastewater sample and has been through a human body. Think of it as a drugs test for an entire city. If used on an individual's urine sample, the result would stand up in court as proof of cocaine use. To put the result into context, Dr. Barron refers to the results of the last 6 years of tests.
We've done an analysis of wastewater every year since 2011 in conjunction with many other labs across Europe. And in that time, there's been a little over a twofold rise in cocaine use. In 2016, the data was around 900 milligrams of cocaine per 1,000 people per day. Now, if you put that in the context of London, with a population of about 8.6 million people, that corresponds to about a little over 150,000 doses of cocaine per day in London.
150,000 doses of cocaine works out as roughly 7.5 kilos. This equates to a street value of £300,000 being spent each day just in London.